Hi, David Villa here. I want to share my story with you and where I'm at today, but more importantly, where I was most of my life with regards to my weight and my fitness level. My entire life, I've been a big man. I was big in high school and I was big after that. So people always told me I could carry the weight. I grew up in an Italian family where there was huge emphasis on eating and eating a lot. So I had always been overweight and I had never really been able to shred off the fat that I knew in my heart that I wanted to. So I joined gyms over the years and I did the bench presses and I ran and I jogged and I worked out and I would take off some weight, and then the fall would come and I'd put it back on. And this went on year after year, and I'd get close and then it would come back on. And I got up to about 260 pounds. I was pushing a 40 waist size in my belt because each year I came back but never got it off to the point that I wanted to. So I met Josh and I said, first thing he asked me was, what do you want to accomplish? And I literally grabbed this tire tube in front of my belly and I said, I want this gone once and for all. How do I do it? But the bigger question was, could it even be done? And he said, yes, it can. Here's what you got to do. And I purchased a meal plan from him for 12 weeks and he spelled out exactly what I needed to do. Now he needed to get to know me, so the first week I would check in, every week I check in with my weight, and then he would make adjustments accordingly. And I followed it, and I checked in with him, and the great thing about working with Josh is that he takes a position that is I would say like a coach, mentor, support person all in one. So this checking in, this accountability piece, it was still up to me to do the work, but I was checking in with him and reporting where I was at. And I really had never had that before. And this happened through texting and through email, but there was always this thread of connection between us, which felt great for me to have that support. Even when I got off track, it was like, it's okay, you can get back on. So I followed this for 12 weeks, and sure enough, the fat came off, just like he said it would, and I started to see the work that I had been doing was starting to show. Now, the other thing that's important, I'm currently 56 years old. When I walked in at 54, I had aches, I had a shoulder. I said, there's no way we can do certain things. Because naturally, he asked me, do you have any parts that, what's going on with your body? And I said, well, I can't do this, and we can't do that because... And he patiently said, okay, and we worked around these things to the point where now I have no aches and pains. I can do push-ups, I can do sit-ups, I can do all these things that in my mind I was telling myself that I couldn't. And that's a direct result of the patience, the knowledge, the expertise, and me trusting Josh, because there was a lot of it where I was not, he said we could do it, and I'm thinking, no, we can't, it's gonna hurt too much. And we worked around it. So there was a trust piece that took place, but a formula that got me to the point where I am now, which is currently 182 pounds, having had gone down further than that, which I have never been at that number in my entire life. I was down to a 32 waist. I'm currently between 32 and 34, which is what I like. And I have a phenomenal feeling about myself and an outlook going forward that, and this is probably the most important thing, it's no longer something that I just kind of do and thinking that it's going to come to an end at some point or when my membership runs out. This is now woven in to my life forever, and really requires stepping out with a little bit of faith, doing the work, because at the end of the day, I credit JMB Fitness and I credit Josh for the knowledge, the support, the guidance, but I also give myself credit because I had to do the work and continue to do the work, but it's right there laid out for you anytime you think you're slipping off track. So I highly recommend and encourage anyone at any age to put the two pieces together. There had been times in my life where I had done the diet part, if you will, but not so much the workout. And there have been times when I had done the workout, but I wasn't eating right. And in this particular scenario here, putting them both together is really what got me over the top. And I'm grateful, I'm happy, and I would like to think that I can inspire other people to follow that same path. Thank you for your time.